again. My name is Andrea and I'm the founder of Everjoy AI. So I specialize in vibe coding and video generation. And I wanted to talk to you about something I've been dabbling with it for quite some time, but I wanted to create something that was very substantial and useful in the market. And that has to do with singing and voice control, training, breathing exercises, and everything to do with projecting your voice and strengthening your vocals for singing. Now, this is something that I've been working on as a professional tool to help my own singing, to improve my vocal techniques. My mum was a musician and she taught me piano, so I know how to read and write music. So I have a deep understanding and appreciation for music, but I've never actually got a vocal coach or really dialed in the music scene, mainly because I didn't want to really be in the spotlight. I didn't enjoy being in the spotlight, but I enjoy the aspect of singing and songwriting and doing all the things that come along with being a musician. So the tool that I invented was something that I've been thinking about as a gap in the market. So pulling all the tools together that I've seen and putting it into one tool. But it's obviously using AI, and it's actually quite surprising what AI can do. I'm just getting started. I also want to add a aspect to it. I saw on TikTok these games that the people are playing as a tool to create different notes. So going through the different games of pitch, so all the keys and singing out the keys, and then trying to get the ball over or hitting a plateau and seeing if you can meet those hit those notes in a perfect pitch. And I thought that was quite neat, and I was thinking of an idea that I can include into this app. But for now, all I've done was, let me show it to you and so you can see what I'm talking about. So this is it here. It's called Cadence. And Cadence came from the idea of it being a flow, and I have a little birdie motif with the little bird notes. And Cadence is to do with the flow of music, the enhancement of your vocal expression. And it has a lot to do with people wanting to break out of the silence of being afraid of how they sound, of being judged by the standards that are out there, but just letting loose and allowing your voice to shine and to finding your voice. And this here is something that you can do in the privacy of your own home, or you can take it to a vocal coach, or you can train with a friend. Maybe both of you like singing together, and this is a good place to start. And there's warm-up vocal exercises, there's range assessment, and there's like looking at the different keys and trying to find the right key so you get your pitch. Okay, so this is the page where you see all of the different tools. You get the warm-up tool, the voice analysis, note finder, vocal recorder, voice games, and create a song. So I'll take you through start warm up, and these are breathing exercises for your voice. So the whole aim is to create a stronger, more rounded sound when you sing or when you speak, and this has to do with breathing through your diaphragm, as well as vocal warm-ups. So they're designed to create that inhale exhale kind of feedback loop where you just sort of getting into the good habits of breathing properly in order to sing. And these are 30-second durations. So for this exercise, it's inhale deeply for a count of 4, hold for 4, and exhale slowly on a gentle shh for 8, and repeats 3 times. Now I'm not going to go through each one of them. There's about 3 exercises on here. Some of them are lip trolls, some of them are breathing exercises, humming and eyeing sounds, and that's just to get your vocals warmed up. And it's great if you're going to go and sing on stage or something, or some kind of performance to do this, to have this exercise practice in. So that's one of the tools. The next is something really exciting. I find it quite interesting. It's the voice analysis. So you discover your vocal range and voice type with personalized recommendations. So the microphone setup, we need to access to your microphone. So it wants an access to your microphone. Once you've given it access, you can go in and you can assess your voice, and make sure you follow the instructions as well to make sure it's a quiet area. It has to be a very quiet area because it picks up any sound, and that kind of distorts the analysis of your voice. You just want your voice to be recorded. Once you've been giving the app the access to the voice recording, you go in and you start the test. So we'll start with the lowest note and then we'll go into the highest note. And this is to check to see what your vocal range actually is. And just make sure that you are singing at a comfortable range. Don't strain your voice or anything like that. So let's give it a go. So you can see I'm a contralto, and this is my comfortable singing keys. It's G major, A minor, D major, and E minor. And that makes you understand where your range could fit into. And it's saying it's the lowest female voice, so it's very rich and rare, a contralto voice. I do have a warmer bass to my voice, but I'm not as jazzy as, say, artists who come out of New Orleans or one of those places. I never grew up with jazz, but I do appreciate it. So here is the AI vocal analysis of my voice. And it says, this is wonderful news. Knowing your vocal range is an excellent first step in understanding and developing your unique voice. A range from F3 to F#5 is fantastic, indicating a lovely full sound often associated with the contralto voice type. This range offers a beautiful foundation for a rich and resonant vocal journey. Here's a personalized plan to help you nurture and expand your incredible voice. Vocal range analysis. Your current range of F3 to F#5, spanning 2 octaves and 1 semitone, is a solid and expressive foundation. This range is characteristic of a contralto, suggesting a voice with warmth, depth, and potentially powerful lower and middle register. This gives you a wonderful palette to explore a variety of musical styles. Specific exercises to expand your range. To gently and safely expand your vocal range, we will focus on smooth transitions and strengthening both ends of your current capabilities. Siren slides for upward expansion. How to do it. Start on the comfortable low note, example A3, on an OO vowel. Slowly and smoothly slide your voice upwards like a siren, as high as you can comfortably go without straining. Imagine your voice floating up, don't push, then slide smoothly back down. Repeat this on different starting notes within your comfortable range. Why it works? This exercise encourages your vocal cords to stretch and thin gradually, helping to extend your upper range without abrupt breaks. It's about finding freedom, not force. Lip trills, bubbles for smooth transitions. How to do it? With the relaxed lips, gently blow air through them to create a continuous brr sound, like a horse whining. While maintaining the lip trill, sing a 1.5 octave scale. Example C4, G5, and C4 again, or an arpeggio 1-3-5-3-1. Start slowly and then increase speed. Why it works? Lip trills remove tension from the jaw and tongue, promoting efficient breath work and allowing for seamless transitions across your registers. This is excellent for blending your chest voice into your head. Humming for resonance and gentle stretch. How to do it? Find a comfortable hum, feeling the vibration in your mask, nose, lips, face, and start on a low note, G3, and slowly hum up a 5-note scale, then back down as you go higher. Try to maintain that resonant buzz in your face. Why it works? Humming gently engages your vocal cords and resonates in your facial bones, helping to place your voice forward and explore higher notes with it without excessive effort. Descending arpeggios for lower range extensions. How to do it? Start on a comfortable note in your upper middle range, example E5, on an R vowel. Sing a descending arpeggio 5-3-1 like ECA, slowly and smoothly, trying to maintain a rich, full tone as you descend to your lowest comfortable note. Don't let your voice get breathy or drop out. Why it works? This helps strengthen your lower register and encourages a rich, connected sound as you approach your lower notes, potentially helping you to find semitones lower over time. So it also talks about maintaining vocal health in your range, and it gives you some tips.
as well as song suggestions. We're not going to go through that because it'll take too much time, but it says in the bottom there, remember, these are just starting points. The most important thing is to find songs that you love and that will allow your unique voice to shine through. Your voice is a gift. Keep growing. The world will hear you. So you can even save those results. I quite like that, and I might save it as a PDF, and then or print it as a PDF, and then you can have it there on your phone or on your laptop to reference. Or if you're working with clients, you can hand it over to your client. Next, we'll go into Note Finder, and this is to help you find your starting pitch by playing reference notes. Sometimes it's difficult to find a key if you have a song you want to sing, but you can't find the right key to start off with, especially now that you know by analyzing your voice which key to be singing in comfortably. So you can see here there's the whole range, the bass, the baritone, and the tenor, the contralto, the mezzo-soprano, and the soprano, and you can see the different keys according to each type. So it's just basically very, very simple. You just get it and then stop it. And this helps you get the note, so you can you can match the note according to what you hear. If you're good at picking up based on hearing, because I play piano by ear, so I can hear it before I can play it. But some people are different. They do need the notes on a piano, so they might have to, refer to the piano. But this is just basically a piano version within an app. If you know your keys, and these are all the keys. So basically, you can even memorize where you sit in. So mine will be from F3 to F5 is what I'll be looking at. So F3 will be, that's comfortable range for me. And that's comfortable range in the high end for me. So yeah, obviously you do your own analysis and see where you fit in comfortably. We'll go back to the next part of it, which is vocal recorder. And this is just basically to record a few samples that you might have. You might have a melody in your head and then you want to keep it, and it keeps a record of all of your recordings, so it's quite neat. You can go back to it later on and then work from there. The next thing is voice games, and this is something we've been working on. It's not completely 100%, but we're just iterating until we find it that it's working properly. And it's basically a ball game. I've seen this on TikTok where you use your voice to control the ball, and it sort of goes and it's basically move the ball up and down with your voice. So once we get that working, it'll be quite neat. And then finally is the create a song. So this is quite amazing as well. I think AI is incredible for generating poetry, songs, but it's just a starting point. Obviously, when you write, it's from a personal place, and the more connected you are to the actual lyrics and the melodies and things, the better your song will be because it's coming from a real place. But sometimes you just need a helping hand just to get started and just to get the creative juices flowing. So you can put in here, I'm going to put in here a Christmas holiday song, because Christmas is right around the corner. And let's make it jazzy. The theme can be holidays. And let's just stick to the key that I am comfortable in. It's a high F5. So let's have a look here. So here's a jazz-infused Christmas song with requested details. So that's the chord structure. Yeah, you can sort of get the feel of it. Quite lovely. And then you can sort of work through what they were suggesting on here of how to put the song together. But yeah, you can really use this as a base, I would say. I wouldn't say just copy paste and that's your song. I would say work with it and make it, refine it and make it your own. Or I am iterating this constantly to try and get it up to where I'd like it to be, but it's been quite cool trying to work things through and seeing how the tools can really help you and level up your speaking and vocal range.